Hi, this is Rebecca Lynn Pope, and I am coming on briefly to talk about something I just posted over on Instagram. I made a post that is talking about how this current heartbreak that you're going through is intentional, that it is serving a greater good, that it's making a way for you. I had a consultation with someone who's going to be a new client today, and in the course of the conversation with her, I had a flashback, you guys, of a memory, and it was back during a time when I was literally at my lowest, guys. Nikki, I was at my lowest. Cherie, I was at my lowest. Everything was falling apart. It had fallen apart. Everything had fallen apart. Things were horrible. All hell was breaking loose in my life. And I'll never forget, you guys, with tears rolling down my face. It was like anything that could go wrong went wrong. And anything that I had put my hand to met destruction. Nothing was working. Nothing was bearing fruit in my life. Nothing was, and it was such a hard time. I was broke, busted, and disgusted, right? I mean, my tired was tired. And I know that there's someone who this is going to reach and it's going to relate to where you're at right now. And I literally was just at such a low point, you guys. I didn't feel like I could really go any lower. And I'll never forget, as I'm sitting there with tears rolling down my face, and there was just something inside of me, you guys, that I just refused to accept this as my truth. There was something deep down on the inside of me that just knew there was greater for me. God had greater for me. I'm destined for more than this broken moment. This will not be my portion. This will not be who I am. This will not be my legacy. That God has greater calling on my life, that he's doing something. And there was just something inside of me, you guys, that broke. Something clicked, something connected, something transitioned in that moment. There was just in that moment of breaking. And sometimes it feels like heartbreak. People ask me, how do you know if you've surrendered? How do you know if you've really given everything over to God? It feels like a breaking. It feels like you've reached the end of your rope. There's nowhere else for you to go. And it's just you and God. And you finally reach a place where you give up. And you don't just give up in order to say, oh, I give up on life. I give up on everything. No, you're giving up on control. You're giving up a feeling like you've got it figured out, that you know what you're doing. This is a point in my life, you guys, where I had done everything I knew to do. I had tried everything. I had exhausted all of my resources, all of my ideas. When sometimes you're just trying and you're 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 trying. And I just reached the end of that rope where everything I had been trying to do, it didn't work. It just didn't work. And it was in that place, that broken place, that heartbreak, guys, where literally God came in. God came in into that broken space. It was like the heartbreak was breaking me open, cracking me open. And you don't realize it when you're going through this season, you guys. It's only when you're looking back that you can say, this is the turning point. This is where I gave everything over to God. This is where I began to believe. This is where I began to double down on making up my mind of who I am and where I'm going. And there was a resolve and a tenacity that came in. There was a motivation that came in. There was deep down on the inside of me. I began to speak back to that storm. I began to speak back to that heartbreak and say, this will not be my destiny. This will not be my legacy. I am moving on to greater. And I'll just never forget, you guys, tears rolling down my face. I'm like, I just don't understand. I'm a millionaire. I'm successful. I know the calling on my life. I'm supposed to be happily married and loved. I'm supposed to be thriving. God, I know the vision you've given me over my life. I know what you've called me to do. I know where I'm going. Why does this look so crazy? Why is this not aligning with what I know I'm supposed to be doing? Why is my life not lining up? Why is this money not lining up? Why are these relationships not lining up? Why did I just go through another breakup? Why did this not work out? Why is this so hard? Why is my mother sick? Why is my son tripping? Why? I know I'm not the only one who's been in these seasons where you're questioning God and saying, this just can't be right. This cannot be right. This is not lining up with who I am and how I'm supposed to be living. But it was a turning point. It was a turning point. And right now, if you're going through, if you feel afraid, you feel anxious, you're scared, you've reached the end of your rope, this crisis has kind of triggered you. It's been leading up to this. The crisis with the corona could have just been the tipping point. Sometimes it just takes one more stress, one more thing to just tip you over, to just push you over. And maybe this season, this crisis and everything that's going on in the world right now is that one thing that's just pushing you over and you just can't take no more. This is your moment to give everything over to God. This is your moment to surrender. This is your moment. It's your moment to dig deep and to let go and for you to hang on to the promise that greater is ahead for you. This is just a moment. This is just a season. This heartbreak, this pain, this is clearing the way. It's opening up the path. This disappointment in this relationship, your family letting you down, the money not being there, whatever it is that's breaking your heart and is not lining up with God's best for your life, just know this is just a moment. It's just a moment. And it's opening things wide open for you. That's right, Terry. Hang in there. Hang in there. Just hold on. The race is not given to the swift. The race is given to those who endure. It's a promise. If you just don't give up, if you just hang in here, God is about to kick in your strength. God is about to kick in this healing. God is about to answer your prayers. God is about to bring resources, solutions, connections, ideas, businesses, people, kingdom connections. God is about to reorganize and restructure your life in such a way, but it's your job to hold on. You've got to double down on your faith. You've got to double down on taking the necessary action. Whatever God's calling you to do, honey, if he's calling you to let some people go, let them go. I know it's going to hurt. Let them go. You can't carry them through. You can't hold on to everybody and keep moving forward. That's right. And restore, Renee. Restore. How about renew? How about we don't even read back into anything? How about we get all new everything? How about you have stuff in such a way that you ain't even never seen this level of life before? How about it could just blow your mind? How about it's better than anything you've ever experienced in your life? It's so good you don't even know how to pray for it. You don't even know how to ask for it right now because it's so good. That's the kind of life I'm talking about. I was on the phone with a consultation with the lady who's becoming a new client, And literally, we were talking about her dreams, and she was kind of giving me a few things. I'm like, baby, you're not dreaming big enough. You ain't dreaming big enough. I need you to dream bigger. I'm going to need you to get around me and talk to me and have some conversations with me. I need you to understand a different way of life, a different lifestyle, a different mindset, that there's an abundant way to live, that there's an affluence of prosperity, of money, of wealth, health, love, peace, purpose, people, that there's another way to live, that there's a next level of life. You don't have to settle for just okay. You don't have to settle for just enough. You don't have to settle for what your family had, or mediocre, or what you're used to having, or what your mama did, or what your daddy did, or what your cousins and them do. You don't have to settle for that. There is another level. And it's time for you to start rubbing elbows and start dreaming bigger. Start connecting with people who are doing more, living differently, dreaming bigger, talking bigger, thinking bigger, walking bigger, faithing bigger. Because it's as you're around people and rubbing elbows with people and listening to people and watching their process that you become inspired. You begin to believe bigger. And sometimes the storm comes to clear the way, to remove people from around you who can't go with you, to isolate you so God can talk to you, so you can hear God, so you can become aligned, spiritually aligned. That's right, Faye. There's another way to live. There's another level. I'm here to tell you there's another level. There is another level that God's taking you to. Hey, Sabrina. There is another level, but you have to be willing to open up your heart and open up your mind, which often means that we go through heartbreak. We go through suffering and surrendering. The healing process hurts. The restructuring of this mind and this heart hurts. Everything you think has been your true north begins to shift. Everything you thought was solid begins to shake. And we don't like that. We don't like that. We want to be in control. But in order for God to bring abundance, in order for God to answer your prayers, he's got to shake you up. It's not going to be your way. It's not going to be your way. Stop trying to control everything. Wake up every day, say, God, have your way with me and my life. Your greatest good be done through me on earth in my life today. That's what you pray. And whatever ideas, whoever crosses your mind, you just start flowing. You just start flowing. Stop holding back. Stop trying to overthink everything. You do what you can and let God handle the rest. My puppy thinks I'm talking to her. Okay. Let God handle the rest. You do your part and let God handle the rest. God's got this. He's got this. He's got us. So I specifically came on for those who are hurting, those who feel a little bit burdened. Maybe right now this is putting some financial pressure on you, this crisis. Maybe right now you're worrying about your job. Maybe right now you're worrying about family. I came on today to tell you, let go and let God. If you lose your job, God's got provision for you. He got another job, or he's got the business that's going to pick up. Everything is provided for you. God is our provider. God is our provider. God is our strength in whom we trust. I say that affirmation to myself every day. God is my strength in whom I trust. Not Rebecca is my strength in whom I trust. No, the God inside of me channeling through me is the strength in which I trust. Rebecca going off and thinking small and worrying and stressing and getting caught up and anxious about things, that's Rebecca. God channeling through Rebecca is a whole nother beast, a whole nother level, right? God is my strength in which I trust. Anyway, if you find yourself in a storm, you find yourself going through heartbreak today, this evening, I want to encourage you. Keep going. Hold on. The rainbow only comes after the rain. There can't be a rainbow without the rain. Get through this rain, get through this storm, and I promise you on the other side of this is your rainbow. God's about to do some things in your life that are going to blow your mind. You've been faithful over a few things. You don't have to be incredible with everything. You've just got to hold on and be faithful over a few things. Just a few things. And God will honor you. He will honor your sacrifice. He will honor your faith. He will honor your tenacity. He will honor it. So hold on. I love you. Mwah. Blessings and abundance. Listen. And Natalie says, I am dancing in the rain. Amen, honey. Amen. If you are a coach or you're trying to start a business, you want to start your coaching practice, get inside the consortium right now. $47 a month, limited time for those who are looking for multiple streams of income. You're looking to make money from home during whatever this country and world is doing right now. And you know you have no business just depending on a job to make money right now. Get inside of the circle. thecoachconsortium.com. Make sure you get in there right now. Let's get to work. It's time. Sometimes crisis like this is pushing you right where you're supposed to be. God will let hell or high water come just to pressure you out of your comfort zone to get you to do what you're supposed to be doing. Amen. Love you. Mwah. Blessings and abundance. Talk to you soon, guys. Bye-bye. Get your whole life and sign up now. Natalie, I love you, sweetheart. Can't wait to meet you. Talk to you soon. Bye, guys.